Hi there. Let me show you how I approach my bicycle paint design projects. This video will be focusing on a design brief featuring the S-Works Tarmac SL8 with a Subaru Impreza WRC theme. Stay tuned and I'll show you my design process from an initial design brief through to print-ready mock-ups, after which a professional painter takes the mock-up and creates it in real life. Before I begin, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my sponsor for today's video, T3 Bicycle Gears in Singapore. They've been a long-term supporter of my work and we've done a lot of cool projects together. Make sure you reach out to them for your next custom specialized bike. Okay, let's get started. To summarize, we're going to break it down into 6 easy steps, each with subsections that we're going to discuss in more detail as we go. Number 1, design brief overview, where we look at the theme, color palette and bespoke level. Number 2, initial concepts, where we explore concept ideation. Number 3, concept review, which covers project progress, details, and we begin to present the mockup. Number 4, project sign-off stage, where we clarify the design and annotate everything in detail for sign-off. After sign-off, we have number 5, deliverables. These include printable mockups for your painter to refer to, color suggestions, and also vector graphics for the painter to use if required. Finally, number 6, where we get some finished photos and feedback from the client in the form of a testimonial. Moving on swiftly, let's begin the design process. The design theme is the backbone of the project and will steer the design direction from the offset. The theme for this design project is Subaru Impreza WRC and comes directly from the client's main passions in life, being world rally cars and more specifically, this era that he is most interested in. Fast cars and fast bikes is always a good combination, so this will be a cool project to work on. Subaru WRC cars, and in particular the example used by Colin McRae, have an amazing colour palette that's instantly recognisable. WRC blue and fluoro yellow with light blue details and some pale gold wheels especially make this really stand out from the crowd, and it's an easy colour palette to use. A pop of accent colour from the STI logo and that really cool pink can be used also. The bespoke level is referring to how much customization is required. Running factory or bespoke made graphics to help make things even more unique is a possibility. With this project, my client wanted a high level of bespoke features, so blending the STI logo styling with a specialized head tube logo is an example of this. These small custom touches make each project very unique and very personalized for the client. My custom bike paint service usually allows 3 initial concepts through to 1 final design, but with this project we had a good sort of idea from the initial offset, so we just worked mostly on fine-tuning elements based on the brief. Beginning with a blank canvas, we will start to lay out the initial bones of the design and start exploring options as we go. Key elements that we want to include are the STI logo inspired specialized head tube badge, the fluoro yellow with blue drop shadow decals, and get the design to have some balance to it as well. We can add in some other bespoke design elements as we go. This stage has been sped up, as normally we allow a few hours discussing the project via WhatsApp or Instagram Messenger, for example. When we have locked in a solid design that ticks the majority of the design brief boxes, we move on to a more solid presentation. Mostly we'll bring in the components as well, just to show a fuller picture of what it's going to look like, as I feel those components can actually add to the design and sort of you can use elements of those as well. It makes it a lot easier to make decisions when you see the final build as opposed to just a lone frame without the parts. Here you can see the drastic change from what my client currently has to what we have designed together using my mockup. The mockup really makes the visualization easy for both myself and my client and a really good indication of the progress we're making. The fine details is what makes a custom project really shine. It adds that real depth of personalization to the project. Things like using an accurate WRC font and changing it to match the SL8 model decal is an example. I use my graphic design skills here to make sure everything's accurate and very easy to use for the painter. So my mock-up presentations are very realistic and very adjustable. So presentation changes such as going from a matte clear coat to a gloss clear coat doesn't take long and just allows my client to be 100% confident in their decision making. With this project, we felt the gloss clear coat would be the best option, just to tie in best with the Japanese WRC car theme. Ultimately, it is the client who makes the final call and decision on each project. We spend time making sure we are both on the same page regarding the outcome and all final details are given the green light. Ideally, I'd like to progress forward at this stage. If we have to do any backtracking, it can affect the time frame and additional costs can occur. Annotations is the term used to describe descriptive notes that are applied to a mock-up just to outline details and key factors in the design to explain to someone that possibly hasn't went through the whole design process with us. Most likely that's going to be the painter who takes the mock-up on. Noting hidden elements and guidance on what paint techniques we have envisaged are key features of the annotated mock-up and will assist the bike frame painter from this point onwards. My mock-ups are as detailed as possible just to ensure that everyone is on the same page. It just makes the project run a lot smoother. Along with a digital copy of the design that the client will be viewing as we go, I also provide a high-resolution A3 size printout to be used by the painter for the project. All painters will have this pinned on a wall or board to assist them when they're professionally painting the bike frames and ensure that they match the project perfectly. I am also on hand if the painter needs to reach out just to clarify any features of the design. Hands down, the hardest part of a project is specifying the colours. Different screens and printouts do not guarantee an easy way of showing someone else what colours we need, so we have to rely on a physical swatch reference. And one of my personal favourite options would be a Pantone swatch book. Painters and designers will normally have a Pantone swatch book on hand so they can quickly see the colours we are thinking of. In this project we have selected a few of the colours with the Pantone swatch book, but we also refer to the physical car colours as well. So vector graphics is what the painter will require to create accurate paint masks for your projects, just to ensure the best outcome is possible. I use a vector-based program to create the bespoke graphics if required and pass these onto the painter to scale and adjust to suit the frames that they have in front of them in the paint booth. For this WRC theme project, I have created multiple vector graphics which were passed on to the painter just to make sure that the mock-up is translated as accurately as possible. The part that you are probably mostly waiting for. My client took the design mock-up to T3 bicycle gears in Singapore and got everything painted up exactly as we had designed. As you can see, the finished article matches the mock-up very well. All the small design elements and using that really cool recognizable color palette have came together really well for this project and look stunning in real life. I take a great pride in my work and really love to get feedback from my clients. My client in this project left me a great message and I thought I would share this with you too. As you can see, he was extremely happy with the outcome. Well, that's another project added to my design portfolio. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and perhaps learned a thing or two, and maybe now are inspired to create your own custom bike. I'm keen to hear your thoughts on this project, so feel free to leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, and keep an eye out for website updates as well. Links to everything will be in the description below. Until next time, see you later.